have a cheat sheet.
Okay. You don't have to show the camera.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Jeremy.
And we are the Savory Suitcase. And today we're heading down to Big Cypress National Preserve. Big Cypress is kind of in the middle of kind of no man's land, somewhere in between. It's not quite, it's north of the Everglades, but it's sort of in between Naples and Miami. But it's about 3 hours south of where we live in Tampa. So we took a drive down there yesterday.
Yeah, we're making our home base for this excursion at Marco Island.
Yeah.
Which is about actually still another hour north of where Big Cypress National Preserve is. We chose not to go full raw camping this time, so we got an Airbnb.
Yeah, just because it's a little bit warmer, and we invited my parents to come with us, so they joined us and treated us to an Airbnb, so thanks. Sponsored by Mark and Mary. And we are now all fully vaccinated, so this is our first trip all together. We're going to make a couple of stops in the park, and then we're going to head to, we do have a campsite just to kind of give ourselves a little place to call our second home base and see the stars tonight. So let's see what we can find. Okay, so we've almost made it to our campsite for the afternoon
/
evening. And we stopped at the Oasis Visitor Center, and we have seen so
crazy
many alligators.
Tons. All sizes, shapes.
It is alligator mating season. Oh, my cheat sheet. It is alligator mating season, so I don't know if this is an unusual amount of alligators for this time of year, but this is definitely a great spot.
Yeah.
So
lots of fish too. Some Florida gar, some catfish, some cichlids, some a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. We asked a park ranger.
One of the park rangers was telling me all kinds of stuff is in this water. All kinds of fish.
Yeah.
About 10 to 12 different types of fish. Some bass are in this water.
Yeah,
I mean, still, like, we're looking right over here. There's a bunch of alligators just kind of sunning on the shore.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But Big Cypress Preserve is actually one of the very first national preserves that was ever created, and that actually.
Hello?
And that actually was because it was designated as a preserve rather than a national park, because they didn't want to, they saw the benefit in preserving the swamp area, but they didn't want to lump it in with the Everglades.
Everglades is pretty close to here.
Yeah, but they didn't want to create another national park so close, but they also didn't want to create an
area that could be developed and torn down.
Yeah.
A habitat that was rich, in a lot of natural, Florida wildlife.
Yeah. They wanted to create an area with less regulations, but more protection.
Still wanted to keep it protected, but not have so many regulations that it was like a national park.
Yeah.
So they deemed the national preserve so that they can protect it, but
So I think
not have to manage it as much.
There are more national preserves that have been created since then. So Big Cypress National Preserve is actually bigger than the entire state of Rhode Island, which tells you how big and vast this whole area is. And it is the largest habitat for panthers in all of South Florida.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see a panther or two.
Yeah, maybe. I hope not. I don't know.
So we recently did a video on Kissimmee Prairie State Park. And we showed you guys some really, really cool some night photography, some astrophotography.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the main certified dark sky spots. So that's one of the certified national dark sky spots in Florida. There's a lot of light pollution in Florida because we are pretty densely populated.
We're very flat.
Right, very flat, not a lot of mountains to block light. So light pollution with being able to see, really cool constellations and things like that can be tough, but there are places. And I did incorrectly state in that video that was the only certified dark sky spot in Florida. Not true, we're at the other one.
Well, so it's the only state park,
right,
which is true. So we were technically correct.
Yeah.
But
because this is a preserve, not a park.
This is a national preserve.
This is another certified dark sky spot. So we're going to be hanging out through the night and probably maybe into the early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
To see, what kind of really cool, astrology photos that we can get for you guys here. Depending on what we get, insert here. Check that out.
Yeah.
Isn't that unreal?
And there actually does happen to be...
So now the pressure's on now. I got to get a good shot.
And there does happen to be a meteor shower that's sort of around this time.
It's a couple days away still, but we might see some activity.
So we might get a few. And
wildlife and stars? Why not, man? Let's do it.
So we do have a couple of stops that we're going to make. We found a couple of kind of cheesy touristy things that are in the area. So we're going to go do that. And then we're going to go unpack the car and set up.
Cheesy's fun too.
Yeah. You kind of got to get a good mix of nature and tourist traps, right?
Listen, anybody that knows me knows I don't like to take everything too seriously. So it's perfect for me.
All right, let's go. We actually just happened to drive by this on our way, and I think I've seen it as one of those kind of weird Florida things, but it's the United States' smallest post office. I think it's the Ochopee post office. Well, look at that. It's not open because it's Saturday, but you could drop off a letter here. Mail it out.
Okay, well, this one.
Kind of one of those fun touristy destinations that I've always sort of read about. Just kind of wanted to see for myself, but it's definitely mostly a gift shop. So last night, after we explored some of the areas of the park, we actually set up our campsite and we went on a scenic drive. So one of the things that kind of attracted us to the Cypress Preserve area was that they advertised that there are 2 scenic drives. We did the Loop Road Drive, and that one is 24 miles. And
it's 90% dirt road.
Yeah.
So don't go with a clean car.
Yeah, don't get your car washed right before you go. So we're going to put that in right here.
Cameron.
Before we left for the drive, we actually printed out the like PDF guides that they have online. And
that was super helpful.
And I read them through as we drove through. So
we had like our own little private narrated tour. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of like when you go
lots of great information and really a lot of things that, I mean, interesting things that I wouldn't like about Al Capone and his gang of people. And they have like homes out there. The Miccosukee tribe has still a section of land. So, you know, it talks a little bit about being respectful of their space.
Yeah, their private property. But so we'll put a link down in the description. So if you are coming down here and you want to take those drives, definitely download those and print them off before you go. Or you can pull them up on your phone on your way. So, and then after we did the loop drive, we went ahead and we cooked dinner at our campsite. And then we were actually able to see a couple of shooting stars. And we took some pictures of the stars. I didn't get any shooting stars on.
We didn't catch any in action.
Yeah, I think that would be really rare for you to actually get a photo of them.
I mean, you'd have to be really lucky.
Yeah. So.
Either really lucky or take lots of rapid shot photos.
Yeah.
Or
really
have a very
dedicated.
active shower. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to plan it pretty well. But.
Yeah, but I think when we initially planned to come down here, I knew that there was a meteor shower, so we did actually see just
the peak is a couple days from now during the work week, so obviously that's not feasible.
Yeah.
Until we hit the lottery, you know?
Yeah. Someday. But we wanted to just share this experience with you as always. So thank you so much for joining along with us. And remember to subscribe and like this video.
Smash the button.
Is that where it is?
Can you put it there?
I don't know. Sure.
The subscribe image? Put it right
here.
There. Right there.
And we'll see you sometime soon.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. I'm not actually... Nope, I'm not filming the bird. I'm filming the spot on the windshield.
Okay.